subtle variation, and Elias is doing a brilliant job here. He's got Willstrop doing corner to corner work. But Willstrop's experience just shines through once again as he just closes the front corner down nicely with a beautiful straight drop tight to the wall.
It's a lot of work though, isn't it? It's ideal when you are the referee.
Oh, there you go. That's quality. A very high amount of quality there on that backhand cross. He had to hit it because Elias was charging in there.
First time ever. Second time they played on the World Tour. And he's nailed it in the bottom of the tin. Nailed it.
A lot of youthful exuberance there. There's a lot of intensity there already. Oh, it's casual, wasn't it? There you go.
Well, that was a bit slick. I mean, you'd say casual. I mean, that really was slick. Manoeuvre, Willstrop. This is the manoeuvre. Oh, that was nice. He's made the top of the tin, so Elias gets the first game.
Alarm bells are ringing for Camp Willstrop because things are just slipping away from him slowly here.
Yeah, that first game, Johnny, crucial.
Great finish again.
But you know that Willstrop will continue to fight. Still the early stages though of this match.
Out 6.
Playing well,
4.
Johnny. He's not letting Willstrop really settle at all. See every shot there.
That's beautiful.
I mean, that was one of the best posts we've seen from him, and he's played a good few.
4.
This kind of a half volley, very, very smooth. It's good work down that backhand wall. Elias used the word nullifying. Now he's in.
Oh, that hurt, Joey. That hurt a lot.
He's so comfortable. It's frightening.
Yeah, well,
it? He feels comfortable to prove in this, Johnny.
You watch Willstrop. Willstrop's almost standing dead straight up there as he tried to play that ball.
5 game balls for a huge 2-love lead for Elias, and he's just ripping it through. So Elias is quick-footed, quick-handed. James Willstrop has a very short period to try and regroup and salvage something.
Made a slightly funny sound, but gee whiz, he's quick. Look at that. Go on.
Oh my goodness me.
Look at that, Joey. He's going to get that one as well. Off he goes.
Oh my goodness me, this is outrageous.
That's crazy stuff.
That is outrageous. I was nearly, I don't know what happened to me when he did that slide. It was quite close to being sick. Oh, that one there. I mean, that is outrageously rapid. It's a great shot.
Yeah,
what a shot to come up with, Johnny.
And out 8-7.
The quality's gone up here the last few rallies. Fantastic squash. That boast, that's ripping. That boast, absolute ripped him.
Willstrop bending over, breathing like there's no tomorrow.
8.
Hard end to this third. Willstrop hanging on for dear life. That is an outrageous shot.
He got it.
Oh, he's made the error. James Willstrop's made the error.
8. Match
Celebration there from Elias. Unbelievable for Elias.
10, 11,
Willstrop
5, 11,
finding it
8.
tough really from the beginning. He's looking heavy.
Diego Elias.
Heavy on his feet when I mean that. and he's bending over. So James Willstrop, 46 minutes, being overcome by Diego Elias, world number 15. 3 games to love.
A lot of probing going on here in the early stage of this match. Beautiful hold there. Cuskelly does like to hold and drive that one down the wall.
5-3.
As you see, as he comes in here, he feigns to go down the wall, but then gives it more angle.
Down.
Tight. There, very tight.
And out. 9-6. Down. Hand out. 7-9.
Good work, quality. It's good work from Cuskelly.
Game to cut.
He's the original coach of Tamimi. Tamimi now does a bit with Rob Martin, based in the States. Tamimi and Jeffrey. So a great mix in his corner. But yeah, go on, Johnny.
Yeah, it was a long line. This is the pattern of play here. Cuskelly's been
3-1.
from the middle of the first. He took the game by the scruff of the neck tactically and strategically, and it's been more of the same. Leo Au, you can see there, just Au's cut out the unforced errors and tighten his defences. Just managed to expose. The pickup was good.
Doesn't want to get caught around the front too much though, Ryan Cuskelly, because as you can see from that last clip, Leo Au is
7-3.
very, very quick, and he's got a good skill level close to the front wall. Ralph Harenberg could be Fred Flintstone if he grew his hair a bit longer.
I don't see Ralph as Fred.
No, I know, he's more Simpson-esque character from The Simpsons. Well, it's too open. Yeah, it's too loose and open out. Had so many options there. So Ryan Cuskelly frustrated looks at John Mazzarella, but
oh, what a finish! What a finish!
Very good hands from the archer.
Hand out.
This
3-4.
He had great reactions there and slam dunked it. Yeah, John Mazzarella just sort of letting Ryan know that he kind of took that in his stride and played through the rest of the rally. Went on a lot longer afterwards, so common sense also has to prevail. That was the biggest scoop anyway. I don't know what's going on there, but
that was
he wanted to hit that straight and it spooned into the middle of the court. Have a look at that. What is going on? Well, there's that combination where we saw quite a bit of that in the second game. It's the first time that Al's been able to use his... There it is again, great pickup. Oh, this is great stuff, Joey. He's been done over.
Yeah, completely done. Well, this is an unbelievable run of points for Leo Au.
10-8. Game ball.
So 2 game balls for the Hong Kong number 2. Huge taxi. Talking about biomechanics. It's well laid in by Au. And that is unbelievably finished. And as you can see,
11-8.
over the moon. Leo Au completely and utterly over the moon that he's just won a crucial 3rd game.
Brilliant agility to just recover. And this is the dangerous, dangerous situation that Cuskelly keeps putting himself in.
Sorry, I was just watching Mackenzie. He keeps firing, literally just obviously just taking shots of just the blank bit of the court, not actually the players.
Is he wearing a beanie, Joey?
Yeah, it's a black skull cap.
Okay.
Watch as the players finish, and he's still lining up. Look.
Those guys don't give away much. Oh, that's a brilliant.
Yeah, but he's
speed and
he's
just
on it too quickly.
Yeah.
6-2.
You know, we see Leo Al's already following in before Cuskelly's actually played that. He's read it. And
good speed again.
He's regrouped. Oh,
that's not a bad finish either.
That's the finish from the
And
archer.
3-6.
Yeah, this was that was the bullseye, no doubt. 50 points.
Leo Al.
Leo Al also not looking that positive, despite being on the verge of a fantastic win on the tour.
Playing positively. Demeanour not so positive, but his actual output on the court certainly is. That speed. So Cuskelly
too quick.
Caught in no man's land. Leo out
10-3
for his second
match
victory
ball.
over the Aussie.
Using that backhand cross court to great effect here, Al. Oh, that's a beautiful drop to finish.
11-4, match to out.
And there's a little fist pump there, Joey. Have a look at that.
Well, that's good to see.
7-11.
Leo out.
11-7.
Interested to hear what he says.
Double fist pump.
There's another one. Well, he should smile.
He did.
Because he's, I know, but he should, because he's played very well there, Leo out. He's battled through qualification, 64 minutes, 4-game victory over Cuskelly.
This 31-year-old owns 6 PSA.
Off the Wall Sports.
Oh, nice.
Linked with the PSA Foundation.
Okay. So connected with PSA as well.
They are now. They've signed an agreement with PSA Foundation. It's to promote sport with the youngsters. They've got a nice system set up there.
Good countering work there from Selby. A slight look of relief. He knew he was in trouble, but
2-3.
great digging there as he just managed to get that, and that opened up the cross-court diagonal.
And out 3-8.
Yeah, just going back to that 8.1.2. So that's huge, because it says that in case of poor movement, which is obviously being deliberate, which is a polite way to say blocking, a referee can award a stroke. Against 15.5 stating that players must not behave in a manner that is unfair, i.e. blocking on purpose, dangerous, abusive, offensive, that's detrimental to the sport. However, the Selby fans shouldn't be disheartened, because, as Johnny said, the big victories for Daryl Selby. He usually loses the first game, from what you've heard deciphered from the stats. It's too good from Ghosal.
11-4, game to Ghosal. Ghosal leads 1 game to love.
Well, the mongoose, Saurav Ghosal, is carrying on his form from St George's Hill, which is just literally a week ago, if that.
The dive, and it was not a Paul Cole-like dive, unfortunately. There was nothing,
service, please.
nothing too Superman-like about it. Selby had actually asked for the court to be wiped between the games as well. He did slip there as well, as but he lost his traction as he was trying to change direction. Just the slip, but the recovery was not there. Oh, that's a good pick up, but well played by Selby.
Court service, please.
Selby's still preoccupied with the grip of the floor. That was better play there. He just
Oh, he's mishit that slightly, the mongoose. it's all it's not much you can do about that.
Look good.
It's all going in favour of Ghosal. You've got to again admire
7-2.
the scurrying ability of the Indian number one. Well, this footing on the court is fantastic. There's been a couple of slides from Selby.
11-8, game to Ghosal. Ghosal leads 2 games to love.
Well, back. That was easy enough. That's fine.
Yeah, and he seems preoccupied about the court. It's all pointing towards one result, really.
Yeah, it's not good for Daryl Selby.
$5-2.
It was 7-0 for Selby previously, but that's all about to change very soon. As you can see, Selby's basically given up the ghost here.
10-2 match ball.
So 8 match balls for Saurav Ghosal to it's out of court. So Daryl Selby
11-2. Match to Ghosal. 3 games to love. 11-4. 11-8.
Another
11-2.
Englishman exits today. We've seen James Willstrop go down against Diego Elias. Now Daryl Selby. So Saurav Ghosal clocking up some great points so far in the World Tour. 3-love victory over Selby in 41 minutes.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is the third meeting between
Huge academic, but he's also becoming a scholar of squash at the very highest level, and he's going to be one of the ones to watch for the very top position.
3-2.
But Ali Fathi,
Flat as a tack. Talk about rollers.
looking nice and comfortable here.
He looks very loose, doesn't he?
Mr. Fantastic.
Stinging rally there from Farag, just showing, putting all of these qualities on display: movement, smoothness, racket work, silkiness.
Slightly generous, and that wasn't generous. That was severe from Fathi, hitting down on that one.
Handout 5-7.
Good pressure absorption there from Farag.
Handout 8-5.
He had good defensive work here as he
Just good pressure from Fathi though.
He's doing well. And that's a gut-wrenching finish for Karim Ali Fathi, because
Farag leads 1 game to love.
Karim Ali Fathi got his best ever ranking of 33.
3-love.
Been around since 2009, so he's no sort of prodigious rise to establish himself as a top 5 player, a World Series contender each time he appears at these events. Is that he's been motoring through the early rounds too, in the style of, as we see there, another very easy as you like drop finish.
6
he's getting through some of the early rounds very unscathed. He's and as we said before, it's hard to draw massive conclusions in terms of where, you know, obviously where Farag's at. We know that he's got to be one of the title contenders here this year, no doubt.
Time. Hugely.
9-5.
After winning that World Series and losing out in the final of St George's, massively huge threat for all the major events. Ali Farag. And Fathi finding himself
10-5.
5 game balls down for a 2-love deficit.
$11-5. Game to Farag.
So the error coming, and Ali Farag
leads.
looking very, very comfortable. I wonder what Ali Fathi has been doing though, because he has bulked up. It's interesting you noticed that.
I just remember seeing him play like on a PSA tournament, which was through YouTube in Charlottesville.
Hand out.
And he definitely was, yeah, he was 7 or 8 kilos at least lighter than what he is.
Well, Ali Farag's 70 kgs, 6'1".
That's just
hand out 5-1.
The efficiency that he works at. Yeah, my 3D vision didn't click in until you let me know. Thank you, but it's brilliant. Looks like the view outside our hotel room from the 25th floor.
8-1.
Well, he's running away with this Farag. Going down the pan, so 9 match balls for Farag.
Yeah, massive difference there in movement quality.
Master Farag. Farag wins 3 games to love.
Exposed
11-7, 11-5, 11-1.
Exposed at the highest level.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Ali Farag.
Well, Ali Farag not troubled at all in the all-Egyptian battle. 26 minutes, shortest one of the afternoon session, the top half of the draw. Let's hear a few words from Ali Farag.
The 2017-18 season's first World Series event.
And it's a somewhat revitalised Elshorbagy, who perhaps earlier in this year was going through a bit of a lean period where motivation may have been playing a factor, but he's been right at the top of his game again in the last period. He's obviously had a great thank you very much.
Well, that's a huge thanks for coming. Teed up for him.
8-2.
Yeah, these movements that are heavy, twisting backwards, are looking anything but pretty. And there's only one thing there. That's a nice finish. Crowd appreciates it, but all of the hard work had already been invested into the whole rally.
Hand out 9. And out 5-9.
Very kind of awkward manner, purely because of the pressure of Elshorbagy.
$11-7, game to Elshorbagy. Elshorbagy leads 1 game to love.
Elshorbagy a taste of his own medicine on this backhand side.
It's good play.
Elshorbagy that's reaching for every ball. Lovely rally. Terrific rally from Simpson. And I'm sure he'll draw even more confidence now from that one. He's getting his range. He's
out 4-5.
Feeling a little bit more comfortable with the tempo of Elshorbagy. Huge opportunity for him after taking Willstrop out in the first match of today's play.
Well, that's unlucky there for Simpson because Elshorbagy actually that was a 100% guess.
It was, yeah.
He'd given up the rally here. You'll see it, he's
7-5.
just stopped completely. Only had to hit the ball straight down the line, but... It's heavy. That is extremely heavy.
Well, it was a half volley, power drive.
And out,
Elshorbagy
9-all.
couldn't have hit it any cleaner. It's like a Hidi Jahan shot from back in the day.
He knows it's just so important to not lose. That's an interesting one.
Video referee, can you check Mr. Simpson's pickup, please? Back right hand corner.
Back right hand. I thought they were looking at the back left hand. No, it's just looking at the TV there. Sorry, excuse me. This is the one.
Down.
Double.
That looked like it did bounce twice. 1, 2. Yeah, it's double.
And we can, if you get a
Ball
good
is
shot
down.
there of Simpson's range of movement there is just the limitations are
11-9
causing the
into
problems there.
Elshorbagy.
Yeah, there needs to be a common sense situation though, like we said with the referee. If a player chooses to take a huge amount of space but wallops a cross-court nick or a straight nick or something where it's an outright winner, they can't be penalised for that, you know?
Great finish down the line from Elshorbagy. His forehand has served him well.
And out 2-1.
So, Johnny, just going back to the ruling, that's the common sense.
The ruling revolves around terminology being use of the body, which, as you have quite clearly said, that that's polite political correctness for blocking or overt
3-2.
blocking.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot faster now, so you're going to get more traffic issues with it being faster due to the training methods of players and also obviously the technology with the rackets and stuff. But there were hardly any decisions back then. It's just playing free-flowing squash like you're watching now. I mean, it's when you get rallies that go on like that and have that dynamic
And out
movement.
4-all.
It's just doesn't matter if you're not a squash savvy fan.
Well, that's a thumping winner. So Elshorbagy will be
10-5 match ball.
he'll be collecting confidence from this third game.
Well, that will be clipped as a
11-5
bit of a
match
shocker
to
there
Elshorbagy.
for Simpson.
3 games to love.
Volley lobbed the
11-7,
back wall
11-9,
post.
11-5.
So Mohamed Elshorbagy
Mohamed
his
Elshorbagy.
first victory in this first round, the Qatar Classic, 36 minutes. Pretty comfortable in the end, 3-love.
Beautiful finish. Just held his position with his hands, kept it very still. You'll see here, held it a little bit longer, and then our group of photographers there at the front are all dressed in black today.
No lead.
See, Tamimi's gone. He had a good structure
8-5.
and balance. He was holding Dessouky, but
Well, the
And out.
length
9,
from Dessouky,
6.
getting the error from Tamimi. Look, frustrated the Qatari #1. So he's had a shocker there as well. So this has all gone pear-shaped in the first.
10-6. Game ball.
it's the helter-skelter of Tamimi
Yeah, he's got to be careful. That's a double bounce, because although it looks exciting, looking at somebody that's number 9 in the world, Faraz Dessouky, technically, when he gets it together, one of the best players in the world.
Well, if you're in Dessouky's camp, this is you'd be happy with what you see, because early on there was a bit of a flurry. That's much better from Tamimi. It sets up with a backhand volley with a bit of a hold, so he actually penetrates him, which then allows him to go onto this ball and use his speed and finding the back corners deep and then executing at the front. He's still at 6-7. There's a window here of opportunity. Another error there from Dessouky. Dessouky's actually decided to return the favour of going AWOL, as you mentioned.
7-all.
And we're locked in. So big trouble. Big trouble. It was a horribly loose cross court.
10-8. Game ball.
He knew it as soon as he'd hit it that was cannon fodder.
Down.
Another error.
11-8. Game to Dessouky. Dessouky leads 2 games to love.
Big shout out to PJ.
Johnny's back. PJ.
Big shout out.
Just plugged himself in.
All the way to LA, Hollywood.
Nice.
This is all about Faraz Dessouky as he's starting to put on a bit of a show here. He loves that sort of stuff.
Crowd have been kept very quiet here.
Good there from Tamimi that he played that.
2 love down and 3-7 down.
His first win over Janship. Once again,
the
Egyptian reasserts his authority. But he beat Janship in the Portuguese Open in 1993. That's an appalling shot to finish, Joe. I don't know if that's just, it's horrible.
3 games to love. 11-6, 11-8, 11-5.
Well, 36 minutes, very short duration. 3-love victory for Dessouky.
Unbelievable when you think he spends so long out and then he'll come and play the China Open, he'll clean up, take the winner's trophy, and then we might not see him for 3 months. It's unheard of, really. Gaultier's
he's finding his groove now. Johnny, you've first seen him play plenty. I certainly have.
4-3 left.
And that is the groove. Once those start going in nicely, starts. Well, it was set up for Gaultier.
8-5.
When he needs to step up in class to perhaps, come up with a finishing touch, that's where Gaultier's, beating him.
No let.
That's good play from Cesar Salazar, and that's what you were saying, that just extra bit. Good patience, though, from him.
Yeah, court attendant, please. Not out, not out.
That was the invisible
11-6
finish there.
Gaultier. Gaultier leads.
Well, the French general is back with quite a large army.
So obviously this has been an ongoing theme.
Yeah, the US Open is definitely the area really that's.
Well, there was that famous, I'll say famous, just an incident there with obviously the second game when Mohamed Elshorbagy got a conduct point against him at a very, very critical stage of the match.
Hand out, 1-2.
And furthering on from that, well, the European contingent, they obviously be very happy to see Greg Gaultier back in business as he extends his lead here, because you've got 6 players in the top 10 in the world from Egypt.
Maybe that's what they're waiting for in Germany, to actually put on a major PSA event, or unless they're waiting for him to retire.
The German Open, that used to be
but it
huge.
hasn't been.
Kiel Open as well.
Yeah. Well,
so why not?
They've had the best player they've ever had. They don't really seem to keen to put one on.
Game ball.
While we've been talking away, the French general is taking down Mexico, chunk by chunk.
Down.
And there's the error, so the pressure from Gregory Gaultier. The outfits are too boring, but it's the Hungarians.
5-4.
I'm going to look it up tonight, and we'll come back to that tomorrow.
You just have to take my word for it.
I will definitely will not take your word for it until I see the. This is a good period here for Salazar.
6-4.
As Gaultier is just, you could feel a little bit in his box.
Crack on. So Gaultier needs to kind of spark himself up. He's just having a bit of a flat lineup. It's good work here.
Yes.
Look at these gets though, man.
Down.
Ridiculous attacks from Salazar. Look at him. He's charging around now.
8-4.
Crowd loving this comeback from Salazar. Ball's gone very dead.
Oh, beautiful hold there.
Well, that was clever, because he's not really done that again. He's changed it up a bit. Forehand front corner. It's usually the general cross court.
What a finish.
Wow, outrageous finish. Acknowledged there by Salazar.
Match to Gaultier. 3 games to love.
It's a nice little chat
11-6.
afterwards.
11-2. 11-9.
Well, the French general is back with a bang. Potential tricky customer in the form of Salazar. 37 minutes, Gaultier coming through. 3 games to love.
That's perhaps held him back a little bit till now. And that's this situation. This is the kind of breakthrough win that he's looking for.
4-1.
Not quite the start he was looking for here, though. Well, it's clear which side
8-3.
the crowd is.
That's made you go quiet, Johnny Stats.
It's just, that's an unbelievable how Mohamed managed to extract himself out of a terrible situation off a really bad bounce here. Ball
And
just
out,
went at him, but his
10-4,
reaction was
game
brilliant.
ball.
And then he finished with that volley.
Well, we will get that scoreline changed. Marche fans. But it doesn't matter
11-6.
because Gregoire Marche
Game
has
to
managed to
Mohamed.
take the first
Mohamed
game.
leads.
Sorry,
1 game to love.
Zahed Mohamed has managed to take the first game.
Good work from Mohamed. He just got the better of him down the backhand side there. Patiently waited for his
Hand out. 2-all.
opportunity and good positive finish. Good lengths here. He's got another opportunity. Another straight length with a hold. Going cross again, and what a finish! It's the second time in the rally
5-7.
that Zahed had great boast there from Marche. Hasn't played it all game. He's used the forehand one, but not the backhand one. So
And out. 8-5.
So Marche has worked through the pressure. It's a lovely drop shot. He's
on fuego.
Yeah, he faded that one in so nice. It was a huge wind up to go cross.
10-5. Game ball.
And then softening into the front right. He's snuffed out any comeback plans that the Egyptian had been threatening with.
Got there in the end.
Yeah.
Down.
And
There's the error. So Gregoire Marche. It's a real pattern between
11-5.
these guys.
Game to Marche. 1 game all.
Oh, fabulous stuff. Good turnaround of attack and a defence against each other. Good finish, and he's done it. You feel the importance of this point here at 4-2. Zahed, and when the other guy's leading you by 4 points, those 3 poor unforced errors are huge in the context of this game. Yeah, he set himself up there, Zahed. He's just flying through the air, trying to pluck out nicks. And
Hand out. 6-9.
well worked, well worked. Great skill.
Well, Zahed Mohamed does.
Mohamed. Mohamed leads.
And what I like about him is he doesn't give up. You know, he's not soft in that respect. He'll keep fighting and fighting. And these top guys, I've seen some real close encounters where he's lost 3-love, but the third game, he's got closer to those players. That's a scandal. That was a scandal. I mean, that was beautiful.
Hand out. 2-1.
C'est très bien.
But to be fair, we've been waiting for this type of battle to come in the first round, because all the matches till now were very, very clear. Oh, he's caught that. I've been mentioning that back wall on the backhand side. There's an absolute dead spot. You see here, if you watch, the ball just jags.
Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. That was a jocken. What a shot there in a perfect camera angle. Classic directing. We'll see the replay from the camera one, but we were caught quite beautifully. We get it from all angles, but
And out.
oh,
5-6.
wow.
That's a shot of the month contender, that one.
That is a shot in the month contender.
Tremendously intense battle this.
Oh,
what a shot!
What a forehand drop shot volley. Time to play it. Loose ball. Gregoire Marche is roaring at every point.
Oh,
you missed it! You missed it! You missed it! We've got to show you that. You'll see it in the highlights package. You just missed an outrageous backhand volley. Here it is. Check this out. Thanks for coming. Wow, the acrobat has responded. He just did enough, didn't he? Oh, the hold.
Oh, the stretching, it's hurting already. Love all. Oh, fabulous stuff. Quite low. Around the back.
Oh,
if you don't mind. There.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, goodness me, I'm just laughing. Continually laughing. Just in pure enjoyment. Oh, that was heavy on the chest.
It wasn't his most eloquent dive, because he's tired as well.
Oh,
that was heavy, wasn't
ouch. Well, this is a nightmare for Gregoire Marche.
5-1.
It's like he's got a flat tyre right now. Limping into the petrol station, looking to change tyre, and it's all over here, I think.
Yeah, it is. So 8 match balls for his first victory over Gregoire Marche on the
10-2
PSA World Tour.
Match ball.
So eager to serve, understandably so, for Zahed. He's got it, so there it is.
Mohamed.
So the fighter, Zahed Mohamed, who
Mohamed.
has played Gregoire Marche 3 times, getting a lucky third, but he earned it.
11-6.
He earned that victory.
11-6. 8-11.
So the last match of today's play, 59 minutes, Zahed Mohamed getting the better of Gregoire Marche, 3 games to 2.
Let's see if we can get some rally construction going between these two.
Oh, Cameron Pilley be up very early today, getting that 35-year-old body ready for this early.
This is more like it. That's a good finish there.
Early match, 12 o'clock. James Willstrop looking
2-3.
I think Cameron or Pilley will load up the 272 km/h big forehand when he needs it, and I think that he'll win 3-1. It's a good finish.
5-2.
So he skipped out to 5-2, and it hasn't been too taxing till now either. Come out in this sort of match, no doubt, Joey, being the lower ranked player, he's been fighting in qualifying for not a short period of time. He's been dwelling down there for a while, so to have any chance in these sort of first round matches, he's really got to come out with a lot of fire, breathing fire almost.
Concur with you completely.
But I'm seeing so far, if we're brutally honest, we're seeing quite the opposite. It's
11-3. Game to
well,
Pilley.
didn't expect it to be that comfortable.
I was just having a look at Cameron Pilley a little bit, Joey. His best ranking was back in 2011, actually. It's quite a while ago, but he's been hovering just behind his best ever ranking ever since. But number 11, he obviously would wish that the second number of that would be a 0, top 10, but he didn't quite crack it. It's going to be hard to get there now at 35.
Generally hits a very, very clean, accurate ball.
Well, he looked like in the first game like a Formula 1 car doing a warm-up lap. Forgot to the race hadn't. He thought the race hadn't started, but now he's in the race and going very well in this game.
That's an example. I mean, that's a
better length. Much better
fantastic.
Length. Find the back corners here and stop Pilley's attacks, because Pilley's been allowed to attack far too easily from a 9-2 deficit, Joey. And that's a bit of luck again. Oh goodness.
I mean, what an extraordinary second game.
What an extraordinary match. But that's, and Pilley just, and lost 3-2, but in that particular match, Pilley was all at sea. That's going to be a stroke, and we're going to go to 10-all, so we're in a second set tiebreak.
And there's the squeeze.
13-11.
Adrian Waller must be happy he's won that. He knows what he needs to do. His natural game is to play at a high tempo, but Adrian Waller's skills are very evident. Keep saying that. He gets nice positions when he gets alongside the ball, and he can attack the front accurately, but he's also got the hold and then the weight of stroke to length.
Head out. 5-6.
Yeah, physically he's going quite well now, and Pilley's just been lagging a couple of times. That's a good finish there from Pilley. He needs to focus on that element of the game, impose his physicality upon Pilley. That's where he's going to win it, if he wants to win it. So Waller's got a really good start here.
It's good
Oh,
reactions
wow, there you go.
All good. Hand out. 3-4.
Just nice drive down there, flipping the hand over. A little bit of topspin on that last one. Some of the defensive stuff that he should put to the back of the court, and Waller. Good play there from both players.
Well,
nice
Waller,
finish. Waller's moving well around the front.
Yeah, he's smooth. I mean, that ball did well to get this cross court.
Question is, how long will this response last until some kind of discussion towards Ralph Herenberg?
Hand out. 9-6.
Great finish there from Pilley. At the end of the day.
Well, that's the key to life, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe he needs to get married.
Video referee decision on Pilley's appeal.
That's a stroke. Why are we going to the video?
He doesn't want to go round.
I don't understand why we're going to the video, because for me that's a stroke. And got no idea what the discussions are going on about. Here, there, he's played the ball, stayed on it. Cameron Pilley needs some space. He's not really, he's got to stay there. I mean, that's a stroke all day long. Pilley can't go between Adrian Waller and the sidewalk. So here's a stroke.
Drop to Pilley. 11-6, match to Pilley. 3-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Cameron.
Well, Cameron Pilley fires off a win in his first round, 57 minutes.
From Egypt, please welcome the number 13 player in the...
And they do send you that bit deeper into the front. It does work your body hard. I think playing against him, you know, the heavier kind of lower kill drop shot, heavier drop shot is a good one against somebody so quick as Tarek. Tends to slightly overrun it if it's heavier.
You hope it kind of levels itself out during a match, but I don't know whether it always does.
Yeah, his shot looked a bit funny. The top of the tin. Abouelghar's got a point here. The floater that Tarek put in, it did look like it slightly clipped the top of the tin. This is the floater. That did bounce funny.
It's close, wasn't it? It's just loose, that, isn't it? It's so loose.
11-4, game to Momen. Momen leads 1-love.
Well, we need to see a response here from Abouelghar.
1-love.
James, just quickly, you know, a little bit about your match yesterday.
Yeah, great. You know, clean. Love that clean game.
Clean player.
Stuff.
He's
Yeah,
got a bit of
all
fire
good.
about him. If he knows a player's being dodgy on court, he'll confront them, which is good. You need that.
Of course you do. Yeah.
Abouelghar is having a torrid time here with Tarek Momen, but when you do play Tarek Momen, you need to try and stick in because he outplays. So he's not letting the ball go past him. He's just on that short line. There. Oh, there's one that's hit the back wall. Wow. Well, he's made the error, but I mean, you can't. The court coverage of it. I mean, he's known as the Viper, James, but it's still extraordinary to see, isn't it? He's so quick.
He's quick.
Oh, that's good hands from Tarek Momen. He's playing some terrific squash. Obviously, he enjoys playing early in the day. I always thought he was a bit of a night player. Four game balls for a 2-love lead. He's done him. Momen is
game to Momen. Momen leads 2
caned it through this second game. But Ali Farag is playing some pretty awesome squash.
Great,
psychologically winning that World Series event. Although he lost St George's Hill, you know, won the US Open, first World Series event for him. He's going to be a tough man to beat. He's going to
Yeah, I thought that was unbelievably impressive, actually, coming
He had a very hard
straight
draw.
into London.
The travel, the jet lag.
Yeah.
I mean, there's all these different
That's
factors.
it, yeah.
But Karim Abdulla could warm up through the season. I mean, I just think he's had a slow start to this season. I'm not sure how much he's done over the summer in terms of brutally hard training.
Yeah, it's often happened like that where I've felt like you'll know that, like you feel like you're in peak condition, but then you've got to somehow let the tournament soak in a little bit. It doesn't just happen straight away.
Well, it's happening now for Abouelghar. He's got that very deep shout that you never expect actually comes from him. You have to double check it when you hear it.
Oh, he's playing so well into that front backhand here.
Oh,
wow.
I mean, that's why I feel well, I don't know what Tarek's doing there. I've got no idea, James. I think he doesn't either. He wants to go off court. And there's got to be an element of common sense to it as well, because if you've hit an outright winner such as a nick and you're quite aggressive with your body position, it's perceived as blocking, and you've hit a nick, then in theory, some referees could take it literally and give a stroke against, which is slightly bizarre.
Yeah. Have you spoken to your co-commentating refereeing guru?
No,
he
didn't email me. I didn't get the email. So I found second hand from Roy Gingell.
I'll have got the email. I won't have opened it because I was concentrating so hard on playing squash.
Oh, okay. But, at least you got the email. I didn't.
Well,
I'm
just presuming we did, but I'm not the classiest with emails, I have to say.
Well, I won't be giving your email out to Terry Berry.
Please don't.
That is a backhand volley drop. How low did he take this? Control.
Such a good shot, wasn't it?
Oh, and that's the way to finish it. Yeah, well, just about. I turned my head. Sounded like Tarek Momen had sneezed, but he was celebrating. So Tarek Momen has closed the game out. I can't believe it. I'm stunned just from that, and also 43 minutes. Momen overcoming Abouelghar, 3-1.
At the Grasshopper Cup, that was in the centre where I worked in Vitas. We ran the qualifying, and it was a really tough battle, that last match, just 6 months ago. But patterns like that, what we just saw, where Castagnet, in chess-like fashion, was manoeuvring and manipulating the rallies, doesn't have the same venomous attacks and lethal finishing that a Gaultier, the severity with which he will, once he opens a guy up. But to be fair to Matthew, not many people do.
No, I mean, exactly, Johnny. I mean, that's why Gregory Gaultier is such an incredible, multifaceted, brilliant legend of a squash player, because he's got everything.
But that's that slow, patient, sort of grafting work that Castagnet is starting to pay dividends now. Got caught out of position there. Well worked by Klein with those quick, very quick movement. And we can see by the quad definition there, that's why he's very quick on the ball. I wanted to say, Castagnet on that backhand volley, when he's a bit deeper in the court, he needs to be careful if he just takes it in with not enough stick on it, because that's where Klein has already showed him. He said, listen, you know, you put it a bit loose there, and I'm going to go in with my pocket Hercules power.
10-9.
And he's just worked his way to game ball. So surprising turnaround here. Settles.
Oh.
Well, there will be an appeal here. He hasn't appealed yet, but he's most definitely going to appeal this one. Has to. First instinctive thoughts on this one, James?
Yeah. It's a stroke nowadays, that, isn't it? I'm not sure. I think it was a good shot from Castagnet.
I'm just a bit concerned for Castagne's camp, exactly, that as after he hit it, he actually moved it slightly into the line of Klein, instead of moving more towards the middle.
Yeah.
Cost him the game. Having some kind of mental check process to say,
Yes.
okay, I feel like this, my emotions are up, but think about it carefully before I really do it. That's a finish and a half there.
That's sublime.
4-3.
Full stretch, wasn't he, as well?
Enable him across the tee line to get that kind of an opportunity, but so he's just trying to find his way. Left the drop a little high, but he'll get away with it. No, he won't.
Yeah. Saw a lot of that in the last match where the players just weren't quite getting the cross courts round, and if you don't do that on here, you're in trouble.
Not a place for the faint-hearted. There's that bounce. I talked about that yesterday, Jimbo. I don't know if you felt that backhand behind the service box there. There's a funny bit of wood jutting out. Well worked again by Castagne. So
8-6.
once again,
you know, they're just not. There's no letting any mistake go unpunished. You know, they don't want to give let balls. So yeah, I admire it in a way, but there's a harshness maybe a bit to it as well, to some of those decisions. I think it was on the whole probably a right decision, but.
And he's earned himself. I really mean earned himself a game ball. It's been hard work to get there.
No, he's really looking for that to be out, wasn't it? But it was in.
Yeah.
And those volleys, Klein's in trouble.
And Klein is looking in despair at the floor, but
Game to Castagne.
It gets hard. The tension is there. The physical deficit is starting to be very apparent, and it's very difficult to keep thinking clearly in all that. It's one of the great tests that squash has. So.
Oh, lovely hold down the line there. Klein was under immense pressure.
4-2 left.
So this is the area now. Neither player's finding the opening. Neither player can quite work out the other player. Whereas Klein actually has. He's taken it to him. He's gone for it. He's hit the odd ball in like that. I mean, he's just gone for it. And credit to him. That's the modern game, isn't it? You've got to. You can't just be accurate and hit it.
So this is the last of a series of five-game balls that Klein had earned himself. He's heating up here in the center court of Qatar at the Khalifa complex. Wow! Gee whiz. What a comeback.
That is a superb piece of play. What a shot.
Sort of diffusing the tension a little bit, so he's worked it well. My goodness, what a finish there from Castagne.
12 game to Castagne.
He's hitting the straight line well, isn't he? And then he's cross-coursing at the right time. Really good play, actually.
Too good.
Every shot very, very accurate there.
5-1.
Yeah, this is a fantastic...
Incredibly, really, isn't it? I mean, Castagne certainly didn't look the better player. He was under the cosh big time in that last game, wasn't he?
7-1.
10-5. You'd just be thinking that we're looking at a Klein win here almost.
We're into the second hour, and there's been no slowing down. Speed is not diminished. Fantastic backhand length once again, and you see the animation from Castagne.
And out. 10-3.
Just reaffirming to himself. That's the way. That's exactly what I want to do. 7 match balls for the Frenchman.
Down. 11-3 match to Castagne. 3 games to 1. 9-11, 11-9, 14-12, 11-3.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it from Mathieu Castagne. And Doha, after that title here today, and I say for Alex Klein as well. Great match.
Oh, great use of the wrist there, Matthew. Just managed to twist that down the wall.
Oh, he's read that. It's good
Well,
work.
that's
from
he's dropped that in
Chandra.
the neck.
I know he has. He's pushing up the court. Really, the tee position, we'd say, of Nick Matthews is very high, but Chandra is up there with him. He's quite a heavy set chap, isn't he? He's powerful around the hip area. His movement's very kind of methodical. And I think that when he starts to feel those quads burning, it's not because he hasn't got the desire, but...
Oh, great hold there from Kandra.
Yeah, that was hit savagely by the German.
Watch the the left knee. Good recovery. He was under the cosh once again, which has been the pattern of play the last, certainly since 5-2.
It's good work on the backhand volley from Kandra. It's an opportunity for him, Yoni. He's done it. Sent him the wrong way.
10-all. A player must win by 2 points.
So game ball once again for the Wolf. So he's taking it.
12-10.
Nick Matthew.
Matthew leads 1 game to love.
His arguments for...
Because it's to throw your opponent off mentally, or?
I don't know. He obviously feels he's got more control on the log if he's playing a backhand. But the danger about it is that you're blind to your opponent. So
4-2.
When you do serve, I mean, it's a fascinating discussion, choices of serving. So straight into the last 16. So these guys haven't got the rest day. Therefore, Matthew will be looking to try and convert as efficiently as possible. He's struggling to read Kandra at times, Johnny. Well, I mean,
could argue with him. It was a weak, slightly weak return.
I mean, in terms of the fall, when you're serving from that, you do get a better fall and momentum into the sidewall. I like it. It's a quirk. It's good. It's interesting.
Oh, nice bounce again. It's very dead on there at times.
6-9.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Look at this. Yeah, but he's just got to... That's better. I like the change of pace and lifting it occasionally.
It's good
That's
play.
opened it up now.
Wow,
wow,
what a
finish.
Terrific rally. Clever squash from Rafael Kandra.
11-9. Game to Matthew. Matthew leads. 2 games to love.
Lost my co-commentator. He's put the hood on and covered himself on the floor somewhere. Meanwhile, Kandra has worked his way once again. This has been a familiar pattern of this match. Matthew's always threatening to dominate and pull away, but
it with it. He's overcome that with a
8-5.
another clinical attack to the front.
Yeah, he's energised. I mean, he's quick and powerful, but he's picking up Matthew's best volley drops there early in this rally. A great hold down the line.
Well, that was very good because he's gone cross court the majority of the time.
10-5.
This was punched beautifully. Look at that, very slick. And Matthew has given him the error, so
11-5.
Kandra has done what he did at St George's Hill.
But he hit in the previous rally as a launching pad to get the extreme gear out, and let's start coming again. He's all over that one.
Yeah, he read it. So he's done well.
3-all.
Back to 3-all. He will not go away as a German. He is in trouble. This is running away from him a little bit. This fourth. He's going to have to really step it up now, Matthew.
A bit of slipping going on from both players.
Extraordinary movement at times from Kandra.
Hand out.
Makes himself so kind of wide.
Yeah, he certainly would have been good at putting the striker off before they came in with all of his funny movements.
Like in penalties, you'd be all over the shot with him as goalkeeper. That's
go.
a great finish. And ironically, Nick Matthew used to be goalkeeper when he was a kid.
7-8.
He's got a good wingspan, as you know, and that's an example of his wingspan. But 2 game balls to take this into a fifth. And he's done it. Rafael Kandra clenches the fist.
2 games all.
he's gone short from behind again. He's opened it up.
Wow, that is inch perfect from Nick Matthew. Another terrific rally. Johnny, you're dying to say something.
And out for all.
Well, we don't see the shot that set it up was the...
Oh, that's a nightmare. It was a bit of a hackfest around the middle of the court, and Kandra gets fortunate. Curse of that left-hand wall, Johnny. All sorts of thinny bounces going on there. Oh, he's collapsed. He's gone straight to pick him up. Another split from Kandra into those front corners. But another immaculate attack. Clever serve, very clever. He's done it. Matthews managed 3 in a row. He couldn't have made it any tighter. What a performance though from Kandra. Rafael Kandra has played the best squash I've ever seen him play on SQUASHTV. Terrific start to the season for him. What confidence he'll draw from this. And Nick Matthew managing to use all his experience to get out of jail. 3 games to 2 here in Qatar.
Captured the Egyptian National Championship in Cairo.
Oh, what a change. Hasn't played that shot yet. There's been a lot of powerful straight line hitting mixed with cross, but that...
Nice hold. This is good play from Mossad.
Very good.
Oh!
It was Miguel had decided rather than just going to go for the highlights reel here, down the wall would have been good.
Well, the Colombians coming back.
Game ball.
This is really, really tough, hard squash here.
He's got the stroke. Terrific play. This is a really, really amazing comeback from the Cannonball in this first game.
Thrilling first game continues on. Another game ball for Rodriguez. Awkward bounce. Got it. Oh, all good from Rodriguez. Unbelievable scampering and scurrying here from Rodriguez to stay in the rally, and he's done it.
He's walloped it in the tin. Mossad has walloped it. Top of the tin. What a battle this first game. Huge squash.
Mossad just keeps on keeping on what he was doing before, Joey. And the big change here is what Rodriguez is doing.
Down.
Bit headless this.
6-1.
Yeah, it's strange because he needed to just put in a lengthy first phase of this second game. And he's not at all, and he's it seems like he's feeling the effects more than Mossad at the first. Certainly is mentally.
Yeah, he's just gone cheap, really.
Yeah, he has. I mean, he's
got away with that, but again, it's...
And now,
Mossad won't be too unhappy about the fact that he's sort of
mentioned it quite a few times today. There it is again.
So this is really impressive, the way that Mossad has just held his nerve here.
Sorry, that's a huge taxi, so The hammer has made his first contact.
1 game all.
Good volley there. He just flicked it with his hands. There's the thump, and that's the power when you. Rodriguez.
Equipment change.
Just the immense power, speed of shot to the back of the court, quicker than most people can do from such a situation. You can win the point, Joey. It's fabulous, isn't it? What a weapon. And got the attritional length going again. He's having to defend a lot, but energy-wise, he's fine. That ball straight and nicely from Mossad.
Hand out, 6-7.
Well, that's really irritating, Johnny.
We've got a long way from being secure, though. Mossad is feeling the pinch here, Joey. First game, almost half an hour from Rodriguez. Starting to pay off.
Easy for you to say.
Oh, wow. Just, again, the composure of Mossad.
9-7.
7-5 down. He's played the last 4 points absolutely immaculately. Oh, you see there, Rodriguez has got a lot of bounce left in him and just held this post nicely. Mossad just stopped in his tracks there. Big fella, definitely feeling the pinch here.
Well,
that's a tight error, Joey. I'm absolutely certain that's a tight error. Very lengthy attritional rally. Oh, the dive. Oh, it's a stroke.
Oh, and he stitched himself.
Can you believe it? He did all the hard work. Rodriguez had an opportunity to bury the ball deep, but probably sheer tiredness here. After that spectacular dive, just couldn't control it. Probably was a winner at the back, but oh my goodness. Yeah, great exhibition reel stuff, but well, it's going to end in 1. Oh,
he's guessed it. He's guessed it.
Hand out, 1-3.
Oh, he's got it. Colombian is feeling it as well.
Hand out, 5-all.
Great lob. He's got the width and he's just got the speed at the moment. Just causing massive problems for the big Egyptian.
9-5.
And he's opened up a massive gap here. I think even in this deep stage of the fourth, he's got no problem to change direction. Good, clever play there.
Great shot. Voice is going again.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Oh, he's played it. Mossad thought he was going to stop.
Oh,
Mossad thought he was going to stop there, Johnny.
Well, I thought he was too, because I thought he could have. He had about 14 options as to which part of the body.
Watch Mossad. He's like stopping.
Where did he want to hit it?
Look, he was stopping. He couldn't believe it. He hit it.
Cannonball. Lost his focus for 2 points. Bulletproof costly. Oh, Mossad. I think it was up, Joey.
Mossad.
He got a bad bounce. You have to have a look at this. He got a bad bounce and then he got really, really lucky. That's up, and it was he missed that to the other side. They both feel this is going to get. It's going to be bloody in the fifth here, Joey, if it goes on. It's so hard. Great shot.
Shut him out. He shut him out. Mossad.
Well done. Game to Rodriguez.
in a name, Joe.
Just the personality.
Well, I'm just going to call him Thor.
Oh, yes! Do drop in.
And look at the disco move with the foot there, just kicking the ball on the...
Muchas gracias, senor.
Follow-up soccer goal here, and goal!
Good light.
Kaboom.
Ooh.
What's going to happen? He got it.
Oh, he's caned it in the tin. He's had a shocker.
Yeah, but how tired is he, Joey?
He's
Seriously.
had a shocker.
Hand out, 6-all.
That just got on the front wall from Rodriguez. Look at that. And then... That is an outrageous backhand volley drop from the hammer of 4. That them. Oh, he played that. That was perfection. Cramp doesn't go away in a few seconds.
No, of course not, but he can't take longer than what he has taken. There's been a big break.
That is outrageous. Goodness me.
Has the courage on that shot, seriously.
Well, he hunted this down. He made the court look like a
unreal. This is... I mean, he's not only shown great courage in terms of running on fumes, the gutsiness, and look at that!
Well, he's just using the reach now. Talk about the advantages of being the height of Mossad with the reach.
Match up, commentator on SQUASHTV without a doubt.
He's got it! The hammer has done it!
14-12, match to Mossad.
Terrific match between these two guys. Both had opportunities in abundance. Best match we've had so far. Here come the disco lights. Unfortunately, they're not for Rodriguez. They're for Omar Mossad.
Omar Mossad.
Massive, massive match. The longest match so far. 108-minute marathon. Look at that. Apart from the second game, brutal tie breaks in the next 4. 3 games to 2. Nice deception there.
4-2.
The court.
To sign him up for next year. There it is. Another one. Yes! I don't think it was going to happen this early. You were trying to have a sip of your tea, but you weren't ready for that.
No.
I mean, those 2 dives, I mean...
Stroke to Shabagi.
Oh, what a party pooper Shabagi is.
Please.
Complete party pooper. Hope Ralph Harenberg doesn't give those up too easily. That would be a shocker if he does. There's the first
That
dive.
was unreal.
There's the second. Do you think it was a stroke?
Thank you. Hand out, 5-3.
He's done well to go around him. I don't think that's a stroke. It's better than tight, but he really needs to hit through and get that kind of attacking length, John. It's all a bit nicey-nicey. And Marwan's not going to play nicey-nicey.
That's the one you're talking about. That was good. That was.
I mean, he's so strong on the ball. He's got such a good base, so much training.
5-7.
Sets himself and then snap it through and attacking. Too good a shot there from Marwan. Set nicely for him.
The player must win by 2 points. Each player.
Lethal on the forehand side. Nose up.
Wow, that's an invisible kill off the serve.
And out, 11-all.
It's a great length. That's better from Cole. He really just put a bit more pace there at the end.
11.
More attacking.
Game to Cole.
DJ agree with me about Paul Cole? Fantastic finish there at the front. Beautiful drop shot. Or does he think that Momen is going to win?
I'm not sure yet.
Trouble. Big trouble. It's too open. Can't cross drop like that. Momen had the prime real estate up the front.
Fine. Okay.
Cole was just renting Joey, and great shot. Wow. This time
9-3.
Momen recognised the danger and covered it, and that was fantastic use. That's trouble.
Stroke to Elshorbagy.
So he's going to have to stay in court. Of course, Cole's going to review it. It's game ball, so he'll. Of course, he's going to review it, but
decision.
I do fear here for the New Zealander that the volley has, it's too much weight, and his second bounce right next to him here, Joey. I think it's going to be a stroke.
It's a heavy volley.
Yeah.
He's going to get punished, I think. So it is a stroke. So Marwan equalises, holds on to the lead. They'll come back in the second. Paul Cole's gone all over the shop. He's having a nightmare out there.
Yeah, I mean,
7-1.
Well, we've seen Rafael Candra drill himself with the ball literally before the front wall. Now we've seen Paul Cole whack it into the front wall at his thigh.
Surely he'll recognise that he needs to just go on the cross. He was on.
Oh, he served it to his racket.
11-5 game to
he served it on his racket. He's asking for a new ball. Well, I don't know if you'll learn about that service. He's done that twice. You can't just serve to somebody that's as attacking as Marwan. I mean, that's just a gift.
It's not been a bruising physical encounter. Buggy's moving comfortably behind him, just waiting for that. He's an unreal finish. What a beautiful finish there from Elshorbagy. Another backhand volley.
6.
It's being played on his terms. He's really dictating the middle.
He's in front of it. He's controlling the rally's pace, everything.
Tighter, there it goes again, backhand volley. It's a familiar story. Cole threatening to hit his racket on his leg there.
3.
Complete frustration now. Use of the match point here. There's the opening. Good length. Another chance. Great shot.
11-6.
So there's the result from Momen Elshorbagy.
3 games to 1.
4 games.
11-13, 11-9.
Another Egyptian through in this Qatar Classic.
Ladies and gentlemen,
58 minutes, just under the hour. Elshorbagy retains his seeding in 4 games. Again. Apparently it's 8K quality, not 4K. That's not the price of it, that's the actual quality of it. This is a quality start from El Toro.
He is on, Joey. He is really on here tonight. Yeah, Borka Golden played for my club Invictus last season, so spent quite a bit of time with him. Tremendous chap.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's passionate on the court. He's sorted. I mean, his squash is. Again, we talk about these players such as Rodriguez that was on earlier from Colombia, coming from the country.
Obviously, he's marked Gaultier here as somebody who he can take out because he's had a great start. Very aggressive start as well against an aggressive player. So he's come out firing. There's the Gaultier tickle boast and played at blitzed. Blistering speed here onto the ball, and the wrist work is
even the mercurial abilities of Gawad. If Golan nails his first game, which it looks like he's going to, and he has.
11-4, game to Golan. Golan leads 1 game to love.
And Gawad's moving a lot better than he was early in the match. But yeah, it's a question: is it a mental thing? That's an absolute slam kill down the forehand line. Great shot there from Golan, lined it up. Good work from Gawad. Golan buried away and
class. Massive. Thanks for coming from the babyface. Has in.
And out. 5-1.
Teed up beautifully for him. Well, it's a poor width, but Golan's backhand volley has become a real weapon
2-5
for the 34-year-old.
Down.
Gawad's starting to utilise the front backhand extremely well now. Joey's the drop shots, he's just so accurate there. So he's got 5 game balls here. Gawad, he's answered the call that he needed to after game 1.
He's finding it very comfortable reading Golan in this second game. He's certainly a lot quicker going to the front. So a slick play from the babyface one.
11-5.
But he's got the afterburners on here. He's moving very, very quickly. Oh, it's absolutely lethal in that front backhand. Anything, Joey, that is slightly loose is being met with a winning shot.
Yeah, well, he's exploding onto it. It's good use of height. He's running off the back wall. This is the problem. You see,
Yeah,
he's on him. He knows he's reading him. As soon as he takes it in, he's charging in already. Watch. He's in on his back there and through. It wasn't a good shot from Golan, but
it's a great shot.
4-6.
Throughout the stadium here, it's just the later the evening goes on, it's always getting colder, and that's how easy it goes. Tight balls are much harder to get off the walls.
Game to Gawad.
well, we've had some shockers. I mean, Karim Abdulla's got some of the best skills in the world. That's got to give heart to some of the more amateur players. I mean, making this more physical as well.
Oh,
great
that's
shot.
Golan's absolutely.
He did look like the Matador. We call him El Toro, but look at this. This is very Matador-esque. Hey, really like 3 burglars. Front left-hand corner. He's gone into that area, Golan, and he's been punished by the baby-faced assassin.
9-all.
Doing whatever he can to stop this going into a 5th. What was the lead again for Golan? Was it 9-5?
9-5. He's got that. Golan doesn't like it, but I think he got it.
He needs to concentrate. Why does he do that? He needs to concentrate. We're going to look at this one, obviously. But even if it's up, Johnny, he's distracted himself by the 2 appeals. Why does he do that? Within the rules, he can have a look at it anyway, but why does he distract himself? It's good, and he's stitched himself. 1 appeal.
Got that out well. Go on. Up there again. What a rally.
Didn't get it. He's
got it there. What a shot.
He's not going to ask.
Hand out.
Terrific volley.
Player must win by
Reaction
2
volley
points.
from Golan.
How many lives does Borka Golan have?
None. Turn it round. Karim Abdulla has turned it round.
16-14.
Golan had his opportunities to take this into a fifth.
3 games to 1.
But the defending champion gets his first win
11-5.
here in Qatar.
16-14.
63 minutes, 3 games to win.
It's already been made to do a fair bit of work. Roosner's, well, nice bit of trivia. I've just been informed about the rumble in the jungle in 1974, October 30th. So it's the 43rd anniversary where Muhammad Ali knocked out George Foreman in what was a boilover at the time. Foreman was... So, Roosner has been working the middle of the court nicely. He's just patiently crafting away, and then first opportunity here for a real hold and attack on the straight ball.
Oh, it's lovely touch.
And out 6-10,
Yes.
game ball.
Nice touche there from Fong Yip. Just rolls it in. Good work on the backhand side here, and he worked it well, opening and finished it off.
So here Rosner.
No point to review. Rosner 6 points in the clear. Conditions are very, very cold here. That's a nice change of direction there from Yip. Nice deceptive little angle. Rosner's got this figured out here, Joey. He's not under any threat right now.
Not at all.
And I don't know what's going to change because it's too powerful, too strong. Too good with the holds.
9-2.
He's played the short ball already numerous occasions. Just drew Yip in there enough. And he's complete.
I'm looking forward to the intermission music. Rosner converts and goes 2-love up. And he does, so the German number 1.
Well, Yip's selling himself into trouble here. That's a good recovery though. From a difficult position at the front, he straightened it nicely. Better from Yip. Pacey around the middle and a great finish. But, well, this is very well played so far in this game to the Hong Kong number 3.
Use of height from Yip. This could be trouble for Ros now. He's regained his focus. So Simon Rosner
Handout 6-9.
puts in the angle. Big push here from the German. He will not want to be getting
let.
There's the no let.
Not even a review either from Resner.
No, he stitched himself up. Both players go off court, so the squash goes on in the late shift.
Typical situation where the lower ranked player, that's a fantastic return to serve, risky but effective. Lower ranked player needs to make his move here, Joey, at 2-1 down. Hear the grunting and groaning. Oh, that's.
He was lucky.
Gee whiz.
Rosner was lucky. He'd lost his footing on some Svet.
5-4.
Box seat, position, earned it, and then muffed it. World number 12 has been higher in the rankings as well. He's doing what he has to do, but not more than that right now. That's
clinical.
Yeah, that's lovely.
10-6
So
match
4 match balls for Rosner to progress to the last 16. Last place up for grabs in that second round here in Qatar. He's played it.
11-6.
So Simon Rosner
11-7,
takes down
11-2, 8-11,
Mr. Yip for the second time. The German tree chopper reaches another second round, 46 minutes, winning in 4 games.
He has indeed, but he's also showed marked improvement in the early rounds, that if he has a strong advantage over a lesser ranked player, such as in this situation there, we've been seeing a lot of this kind of stuff that we've just seen in the first 2 points, where he's very relaxed.
Buildings had a spruce up. You see the huge posters of the Corniche lit up at night time by the front wall.
6-1.
I mean, he's still a spring chicken. He's only 25 years of age. Leo out.
It's a better length.
Hand out 2-9.
Well, Ali Farag not making the mistake of his some of his other Egyptian contemporaries. I mean, Tarek Momen was always guilty of slowish starts, but he's seemed to eradicate that recently, and he's playing very good first games. But Karim Abdulla, for me, still needs to sort it out. Take a leaf out of Farag's hat, because although Leo Al looks like he's stiff as a board out there, Farag is just swept through. He's not taking it. He's not even gone for that.
That was not even tight, Joey. That was. I mean, nobody's expecting him to win, but everybody. That's a better shot.
It's a good
positive shot
I mean,
forward. But everybody's expecting in his camp, and it's none other than Fahim Khan, coach here, or Robertson, that he's going to just give everything he's got.
You know, with top 30 in the world, very, very good player, very good play, and he's had a great result over Cuskelly, who's top 20, so he should be full of confidence in this.
Hand out 7-3.
And he's speedy, he just doesn't seem to be.
The one glorious battle was at Sheffield in 1972, where I think his dad was almost basically collapsed when he came off the court.
I need to go to hospital actually, to go on a drip, rehydration drip.
Now that's the first little injection of pace we've actually seen from Al, and he's just making
different level.
Some small headway here, so let's see if he's moving more freely now.
Well, he's just got more urgency, like he actually believes he can hit some shots and actually play a quality rally.
Oh, party trick there from Farag, as he just drops the racket head here and goes inside out without even moving his feet. That's what only the best can do, that kind of stuff and get away with it. That's out of court. A return of serve. I mean, already I've seen a service out, return of serve out.
Farag leads 2 games to love.
Leo Al's intensity here.
Well, you know Fahim Khan quite well, don't you?
I played him on the PSA Tour in the early 90s. Very
Well,
nice chap.
Worth an ask.
Yeah, I'll shoot down there and have an ask.
No,
fire the question, definitely.
It'd be nice to know. Just
but there, I mean, there he went in hard. I mean, he's going to have to dig. That's a given against Ali Farag. He knows that. Well played. So just picking one back there.
Hand out 1-2.
very, very happy with the kind of turn of circumstances, should I say, with this tournament draw, because St George's Hill, he had a pretty brutal run through before he got to play Mohamed Elshorbagy. Elshorbagy's actually got to play Faraz Dessouky in the next match after this, which could be potentially a very, very good match if Dessouky turns up and is actually fearless Faraz and not fearful Faraz.
7-3.
Feel sort of more fearful.
Mr. Quiet.
Mr. Quiet. Tell you what, there's an urge about one of the supporters out there. He's a bit nervous, even with.
11-6, match to Farag. Farag wins 3 games to love.
Oh, big fan for Farag there, the wolf whistle.
11-2, 11-6, 11-3.
Well, what a comfortable victory. 26 minutes, I mean, that's extraordinary. So, Farag winning 3-love. I wonder mentally as well, I mean, he would have seen the draw with Ali Farag coming up against, well, Leo Au after beating Cuskelly. And the fact that he's warming up and he's seen it's a 26-minute match.
The former world #1 is going to be coming out all guns blazing, and there'll be no lapse whatsoever. So he's got a lot of work to do now, and already in the first game, to get back to level terms. Nice Nick Bose there. So he pulls a couple back. But I don't know if you noticed, Joey, whilst we were just...
Well, he's making Mohamed Elshorbagy look quite awkward.
the ball just lost all of its air suddenly here.
I mean,
there was no air left. That was flat. Flash, he's really motoring now, Dessouky. Rolled that tight. Good recovery. This is a great rally. That was a fantastic rally.
Though. That's a good shot from Elshorbagy. He's fighting away. He might not have that smoothness of Faraz Dessouky, but he's certainly got the battle instinct. Whoever goes short with quality will get some dividend. Elshorbagy.
Most definitely Elshorbagy. What a finish there. The backhand volley set it up, but the forehand finish was even better. The quality's lifted in the last 5-6 minutes. Both players aware of the importance of getting this first game.
So the error, Elshorbagy was there to cover from Faraz Dessouky. That's the difference. The mental.
Elshorbagy leads 1 game to love.
Well, the ball's softening up. Dessouky putting in that boast.
5-1.
Elshorbagy brothers very strong around the forehand side. I mean, obviously it's nice to see it from the mainstay camera 1, but watching rallies from different camera angles is fascinating. I find it fascinating. Do you, Johnny?
Yeah, you get to see the emotional expressions of the players, the anguish or the...
It's blowing
definitely,
hard rally.
And he we saw that he sort of questioned a call, took a little bit of extra time. Well, he's really in control of the tee area. That's a great length.
Well, this has got back to parity now. Not sure. Game ball for a 2-love lead for the aggressive Elshorbagy. Oh, that is brutal. Brutal. An apology from Faraz, but I can assure you, not.
Each player has one with you.
And he's got the nick. So Elshorbagy gets the nick. Sticks his tongue out.
Elshorbagy leads 2 games to love.
Good explanation from John Mazzarelli.
Oh, great. Just deadened that completely into the front corner and with great deception, and he's jumped out again as he did in game 2 here, Dessouky.
Wow. That was savage by Dessouky.
Like you said, tactically, if he can maintain his levels of concentration and focus, he's got all the weapons to hurt even Elshorbagy.
It's a big ask, though, still, even with him having 3-point lead, because Elshorbagy's going to get motoring again. It's the same pattern we've seen, like I said earlier, he's led.
Respond he has, emphatically. He's got the back wall nick there. Oh, well played.
Good hands.
He got it.
And again.
Cartoon rally in progress.
And that will hurt Dessouky. He's bending over on his racket. More lactic acid.
8-7.
I mean, the speed of this young man.
Please, Mr. Elshorbagy. Mr.
Dessouky.
8-7.
He's going to get gobbled up here.
He's on the defensive massively.
Right behind him. It's a great shot. I mean, the skill is.
It's Saurav, isn't it, here with that one?
The skill is there. It's just, for me, I mean, it's a risky shot to play. 2 match balls for Elshorbagy. I just can't see Elshorbagy not converting this opportunity, Johnny. And he has. Elshorbagy has. So that's the crowd, a bit of a delayed response there.
3 games to love. 11-9. 14-12, 11-8.
So the hugs.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for these 2 great fighters out here today. Your winner, Mohamed Elshorbagy. And ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the actor Faraz Dessouky today.
Faraz Dessouky falling short, losing 3 games to love. Elshorbagy into the quarterfinals.
Asking me, so I'm trying to give you an honest answer.
Score?
3-1. But it's a good one. It is a good one because they are both. It's good to see 2 players who are really hitting some form, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe he's let go a little bit, and
yeah, sure.
Maybe he's found that balance of not wanting it too much, but just trying to enjoy and be free on the squash court. It's a really difficult balance to find.
And out 5-4.
Very, very. If you're quite a deep thinker as well, it's tough to get it. But court coverage as well. And some of the movements that Elias, I mean, he's living up to the nickname, the Puma, because it was cat-like, huge lunges and strides to cover balls. James. It's making the court a bit of a smaller space for himself. That's good work, though. It's good patience from
5-7.
Ghosal.
Yeah, he's a big lad, isn't he?
It's good work, clever wit from Ghosal.
8-9.
An odd court, this one, James. 2 game balls are some very fine bounces. It's too good. And that's an example, James, of what you're saying. Saurav just going short a bit too early. Oh my God, that is that's very that's what I mean about this court. Look. Oh, I'd have gone absolutely bonkers with that. Getting a serve at the body. Well, because, James, the rallies have become very, very short, this ball has not been hit much and it's got very cold. Look how short this stayed. You played on it last year.
Yeah.
You played 2 qualifying, finish round, quarters and semi. It's a great shot.
And now
the
3-7.
Local Indians here. And Doha supporting the...
Fusion, isn't it? Very Jansha-like as well, but then very Jonathan Powell. It's like a mixture of the two, I often think, with Diego.
No, definitely, he's the smoothness, cat-like type movement, and how relaxed he is very Jansha.
Yeah, and like he's finding. Like,
yeah.
Down.
Oh, he just grabbed his leg, Saurav Ghosal there.
Leads
I
2
can't
games to
see
love.
a huge amount. It's going to change in this one. Gave me the geography of which countries I said to America. It's not Mexico. Goodness me.
Court service,
he's okay. There's been a few slips on this court, James. There's been a few slips on this court. It's see, it's the air conditioning is very high, so
he didn't mind, did he? Just America. Yeah, we just haven't had a wealth of tournaments over there really that have been very big.
No,
maybe, but
the fact they've got all these players now, I mean,
yeah,
it's just within their interests because.
Absolutely.
Good.
It's great. Yeah, it's really great that those
and
guys have done all that out of there.
Around, but within it changes. He just says he feels he never quite.
Yeah,
feels.
Yeah, I know what you mean, and that's quite a good summing up actually. I think this is a bit of a interesting one. And there are, Johnny was pointing out, there's a few panels that could be a bit off.
5-all.
There are down this left-hand wall a few slightly bigger nicks, a floorboard that's a little bit loose.
And the sweat just wouldn't go into that floor, would it?
No, it was slightly. It was like it was lacquered or something. It was weird. It was just it's frosted side walls and front wall.
8-5.
Body language of Saurav is he changed now that he's got a bit of a sniff. Oh, that was a nice finish. Nice.
And out 9-all.
Both players drop the rackets. Nice smile.
11-9.
Saurav Ghosal, he's struggling with his legs slightly, but he put in big time in that third. He's getting very aerobic. Diego Elias, he's breathing heavily there. So relieved to get off. 38 minutes. Diego Elias has got to be over the moon. He's into another quarter-final.
I'm behind, aren't I, on that? I guess.
Yeah, 26-16 for Gaultier, but there's a lot of all the
junior stuff.
Junior stuff.
Yeah, I couldn't beat him for years. I mean,
no, WWW, which represents win for Gaultier all the way in those early days.
Yeah.
So you've managed to pull a few back as time's gone on.
I'm getting back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Johnny. Nice to remember things like that.
Oh, to make you feel good, you know that.
Yeah, no, it was a good one. It was quite a special one anyway, even for me, obviously, for those reasons. But we had a ridiculous first game.
Oh, you did. That was the 58-minute first game, 21-19.
Yeah.
And out.
Was, I shall never.
So I'm sure the Squash TV viewers would like to have. I'll put you on the hot spot a little bit. And as you see this draw developing here in the top half, Mohamed Elshorbagy, Ali Farag, potentially meeting someone such as Greg or Diego Elias. It's really hotting up there in the top half of the draw. That's a dead nick.
Great shot.
4-7.
Yeah, certainly is. There's a sort of nice, there's a bit of life in the ball just compared to the last match, though. I mean, some phases of play, it's a great counter. Some phases of play have got more life in them.
Well, Greg Gaultier rounds up proceedings in game one with the trademark counter drop.
Just
very subtle, isn't it?
Yeah, very subtle. Just hitting great lines. I mean, the accuracy here, and just such clever shots, and quite sort of not going too low over the tin, which is clever play. He's hitting those front court shots a bit higher, but they're staying in very tight.
Gee, Mohamed gave this one away relatively early. James, that ball. That's beautifully structured from Gaultier. Tight ball, sets it up, doesn't panic, just waits a little and then didn't it.
It's good to see, as I was saying, a player of Gaultier's ilk just finding space the way he's doing here. Good shot though, good response. Quick racket, look at the speed of that.
3-6.
Been a more impressive phase in the Egyptian player, and the fact is the points are against him here, but if he can keep up the sort of intensity, it could take him into a good place into the third game.
9-5.
So this is where mentally he has to somehow say to himself, doesn't mean that they're very funny at the time, but
well played from Zahed. He's playing better.
And out. 6-10 game ball.
Just needs to play this game out no matter what now. I know he's a hard worker, so credit to him.
Yeah, no, sure. I think I think also, John, it's improved in this match. I think he started off maybe a little bit more sluggish and getting onto those balls quickly now up front. He's mixing it as well. Kills and height.
Well, Gaultier
was very relieved to get that one. He'd be relieved for the break, I think, after that. During those wins, but it did, and yeah, we had a big winter that winter. It was world teams, and there's a lot of other tournaments going on as well. So it's a bit of a tough leg of play.
2005.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's happy about his fortunate
and out
squeeze boast here off the wall. Ball was sort of sucked back in, but he managed to.
Real quality.
Oh, he's gone for it.
Just again, you don't think that's quite the right time to do that, is it?
He's really dragged him forward there. Follow-up wasn't good enough. But tremendous backhand volley from a difficult position.
Do we need the court service?
Oh, he turned that beautifully, and it was a hard rally, Jimbo.
It was a tough. Yeah, this is where the 2-love lead is just like a bit of fuel, isn't it? It's all right saying that Zahed's had the rub of it for the last 10 minutes or so.
Oh, the dive, but to no avail. Gaultier's being invigorated, as you said.
Yeah, he's got that lead. It's just, he's got enough, hasn't he, maybe to close it out.
Yeah, we saw as Mohamed came at him that the...
Really extending Gaultier again here, but again, it's just too late again, isn't it, you feel? He's decided to really put this big effort in at 6-9. It's just...
Oh, he squeezed that drop from... that was a very long-range pot.
That was a tremendous backhand drop shot. Had a lovely angle for it, didn't he, though? It was...
Well, that's a beautiful shot from Gaultier. He made that look a hell of a lot easier than what it was. He was backing away.
Match to Gaultier. 3-love.
But Greg Gaultier...
11-5, 11-6, 11-8.
Yeah, there, he got the workout that he needed. that will hold him in good stead. 48 minutes, so it was no walk in the park, but he will be ready for his quarterfinal tomorrow with Diego Elias. But Pilley, no doubt, didn't go at all there. Cheap for Momen, really. Certainly not one of the quickest players. Oh, great shot. Well improvised there.
5-3.
You see he wheels around on the backhand and just pokes it forward. He sensed that
he had to play at it was 12 o'clock, wasn't it? Did he play again, Johnny, on the yesterday? It was first up, wasn't he?
6-3.
He's sprinting back to the tee. There's more zip on his strokes now.
Yeah, too good a shot there from Tarek Momen.
Metabolism's going fine, thank you.
Probably leave it at that.
Pilley's putting more on his shots as well.
Pistol Pilley.
Lean back and
11-8 game to Pilley.
crunch that away.
How'd you like me now? That was a wicked shot. Awesome from Pilley. Shout of Yallah.
3-2.
Tarek Momen starting to get his teeth into this second round. Oh wow, too good. Very strong around the middle. He's playing at a fast tempo here, Johnny.
4-3.
Hard stretches here for Pilley.
Oh, that's another one. You can see Momen, he's like almost asking himself, why are you not doing this? He's really urging himself on.
8-5 from the left.
So that was
couldn't have got any closer.
Joey, and it's going to be interesting to see game 3, which will be coming shortly, I feel, if he's going to be able to continue with that tempo.
Yeah, it was a furious tempo. Tarek Momen is a lot lighter.
Game to Momen, 1 game all.
He's overrun it there, and that made
tough rally for Tall Aussie, even.
Hand out
for Tally. He peeked him back much more at the back of the court before. Perhaps he unleashed the different attacks that he showed in the second game. Just been a bit too short. He slipped, and it doesn't matter.
Right.
Hand out 7-3.
How's this for core stability?
Oh, wow. That was amazing from Tarek Momen. Watch, he's like he's flying through the air.
8-4.
Cameron Pilley had been sent the wrong way. It was like a ballet between the two. Swan Lake or something.
There's a piece of the floorboard missing there, Joey, as you can hear that huge divot.
They need to get every point he can get, and there has been some finny bounces on this court. 5 game balls for a 2-1 lead in this last 16 for Tarek Momen. He's done it. So Tarek Momen, after the pickup being conceded by Cameron Pilley, Pilley asked for a new ball.
You see the effects of the chilly court there. That ball slowed down.
I mean, yeah, but we're always talking about the attacks of him.
Oh, what a shot from there, and he just accentuates the exquisite drop shot by holding the body pose after. If you watch here, that ability to absorb quality shots from Pilley as he goes for it there. He's going to be under pressure again here. Drop shot wasn't good enough for Pilley. Chance missed. That was a chance taken. Pilley, if you saw that, Joey, that was brilliant. Pilley just giving himself a little tap on the backside and just letting himself bathe in the glory of that back wall, Nick. How about that? Good to see, though, that he's still got a lot of the Kiwi in him. He's very much wants to talk about Paul Cole. There's the yalla.
A good passion there. Massive point for the Viper.
8-7.
Played it in well.
Oh, he's let go again, and good tight ball, but Momen's there.
Oh! Tarek Momen has been deceived.
Has not played that shot, Joey. I don't think he's played all match.
No, but what a time to play it.
Done really well. He was 10-8 match ball down. It looked all but over. Moment more careful on that one. Look at that!
Play. The crowd
12-10.
go nuts here in Doha. Really excited to see a fifth game.
No, that's not going to be the one, Cameron. That's way too high. He stayed in the rally. Oh, he sent it back to him. Invited him back in. And he said, I'll take the invitation and I'll slam you away, Tarek. And that hurts.
3-2.
Cameron Pilley.
5-2.
Sorry, Johnny, he's looking so dangerous now. He's on the rampage.
Guessed
Always
it.
guessed it.
Was that up, Joey?
I don't know.
What did that boast from Momen?
Wow, that was massive. Cameron Pilley's looking at... Sorry, Tarek Momen's looking at Cameron Pilley and then the referee. Watch this.
4-5.
And that is brilliant. That's brilliant. It's ironic, isn't it, that it's the forehand volley up above which previously
5-7.
walloped into the floor. But look at this finish. This is Tarek Momen in a nutshell.
Yeah, he had the jitters a little bit when he was down 5-2, 7-5, but it's been magnificent.
Cameron Pilley that makes the error. So Tarek Momen wins another 5-setter. Does love a 5-gamer.
8-11, 11-6, 11-5.
Some terrific squash though to start the evening session in this last 16. Holds on to his seeding, Tarek Momen, first player into the quarterfinals in the bottom half of the draw, overcoming Cameron Pilley in an 83-minute 5-game battle. After the match,
Tell you who will have to do a bit of icing tonight is Farag Dessouky after he copped a bit of a corky as well.
that is a cracking shot though.
Yeah.
The Aussie boast, Aussie.
I often wonder, some of the players from a long time ago in the past, what happened to perhaps their descendants. Did they play squash? Were they interested in squash? There was a guy,
7-4.
as I mentioned, Jim Deere, he lost in 5 British Open finals. Yeah, Castagnet's very, very popular guy because he just really is a great bloke.
7-8.
He's making his move now. tightening there from Castagne. Yeah, there it is.
As you said, tightening. Forehand volley, backhand drive, then backhand volley drop. 3 in a row. These balls clinging. Quality response, though. You wouldn't expect anything less from Zahed.
The player must win by 2 points. Each player has 1 review available.
Nick Matthews only known to work hard for all of his points his whole career, so
he knew fully well that coming into this against Castagne it was going to be tough. He's done it. Matthews whipped it in.
Oh, nice variations of height and power here. Wow, what a rally.
It's just carnage though, isn't it?
And out.
There's no easy type of cheap rallies at all. It's all hard. Foolish warrior.
There he goes again. Great coverage from Castagne under immense pressure, and look at the finish. Brilliant.
C'est parfait, c'est parfait. Joli.
Right box, please.
Très joli.
8-4.
He's rolled that in, but Castagne's able to get there. Oh, slightly nicked it, but Matthew just struggling to cover that one, and Castagne.
Well, he's put in a couple of volley attacks, both feet off the ground on that. Mindset to close out a match or a game. And all credit to Castagne, he's extracting that from Matthew. And Matthew is doing it quite brilliantly. I mean, just an extra bit of attention to detail,
10,
pouncing
9,
on this.
Game ball.
Look at the way.
Fantastic width from Matthew, and he was aware that Castagne was looking for the volley. It's going to be a stroke.
Yeah, it will be a stroke. Castagne knows it.
Video referee decision.
Why is it a video referee decision? It's a stroke. It is a stroke.
Matthew's appeal.
There's no way that.
You know what they call that, Joey? They call that shirking your responsibilities.
That's a massive, massive stroke. Has to be. Just didn't get out of the way there.
Central umpire's got to take that one on himself.
So it is.
Stroke to Matthew. 11-9. Game to Matthew. Matthew leads. 2 games to love.
Nick Matthew with a little pirouette there.
He can dance. Nick Matthew can dance.
And out. 1-0.
He's been threatening to really put on an exhibition of great squash. And that's the problem that Castagne now faces. Oh, that's a great hold, and a little double swing there. Faked it and then prodded it in with great touch.
4.
The French warrior, that is. Oh, that's it's just not rolling for him at all here.
9.
Serve hit the back wall, Nick Joe. It's gone in the blink of an eye. We're at 9-3.
You are racing away, Johnny. So 7 match
10,
balls for Nick
3,
Matthew to reach another quarter-final. His last Qatar Classic. He's done it. So Matthew manages to get past Matthew Castagne. 2 terrific first games from Castagne. And then Matthew really extending the core, attacking well into the front quickly. 48 minutes, Matthew looking good. A sharper improvement from his first round, overcoming Castagne. 3 games to love.
You see Karim Abdulla and Simon Rosner warming up.
Good, good.
looking very sharp. Simon
6-1.
Rosner had a 4-game match last night late.
Yeah, I'm sure that he would have been very much like myself, Joe. A huge warm-up and ready to go at Lovell on the first. I mean, I just can't understand it. Personally, it would be so hard for me to just sort of think that I could afford to give away anything in the first game.
Yeah, I mean, was.
He's had previous performances. Reflex frame ball there, which Gallard's back in the rally. He's got that one too.
Well, this is Karim Abdulla's all over the court. That's a great bit of work from Rosner, the head nod.
8-4.
Yeah, at some point in his career, he
Simon Rosner, much to the silence of the crowd now, just taking it in his stride on the exterior. It's got to be some level of stress internally, though.
Oh, no doubt the adrenaline is pulsating a little bit, because that is not going to help it either.
That was a Wallenhausen.
6-5.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, there's a huge amount of pressure on him because of the points, but therefore... maybe...
Court service, please.
That was brutal, Joey.
I know it was.
That was brutal from
electrifyingly quick.
Sorry, I just didn't want to let that one go, because the attacks that Rosner made there was some fantastic defensive retrieving work from Gaultier at high speed. And it's here Rosner again. The onslaught continues. Oh, what a shot! Brilliant.
Simon Rosner is playing, well, there's no speed limit here for Simon Rosner. This is where he's dangerous, though, the babyface. At times he can look down and out, and then he comes back,
7-10, game ball.
striking quickly. Oh, well played. Simon Rosner on that.
Rosner leads 2 games to love.
Accurate play to the back of the court, which will give him those chances. There it is. 2 in a row. So he starts to build, Gaultier.
2-1.
Rosner choosing to play an open brand at the front of the court. What a drop shot, but look at that.
Oh, this
and
is
that.
Brutal. Oh, he's made the air of the crowd cheer, but what a rally, Johnny. Stunning step.
Gaultier puffing.
Well, it was
puffing.
So hard, the tempo. Corner to corner, diagonal sprints.
And out 6-2.
His foot speed is still good. So that summer training program, that was, oh, he's picked up that one as well. He's onto everything at the moment. But that summer training program is going to be tested now if he wants to go all the way through.
Oh, Rosner smiling at Gawad. That is a nick and a half. Oh, that was seriously dead.
What you see here, the left foot goes across, he just swifts, turns it around the body.
Well, it's all going the babyface assassin's way.
10-3 game ball. Stroke to Gaultier.
Gets the stroke, so Simon Rosner asks for a new ball.
11-3, game to Gaultier. Rosner leads 2.
Well, there it is. And that will give the Egyptian a lot of confidence because delicate.
He even looked at his racket there. A little look back at Nikki.
4-6.
Oh, that was beautifully played.
It goes so fast. And that's the class of Karim Abouelghar. The experience that he's made at the end of last year.
What a position for Rosner.
3 points away from that win.
Oh,
and
what
there
a
it
back.
is.
He's
No.
got it though.
Retrieval from Gawad
Oh,
is
my
unbelievable.
goodness me. Oh, he's got it up! He's going!
Rally of the month.
Oh, this is unbelievable!
Oh, wow!
What a rally! That is going to go viral for Shower. That was a joke. The movement from Gawad, he was going all over the place, getting the balls back. Rosner controlling him. Huge rally for the German. Amazing squash.
Safety area is in play.
Video referee decision on Rosner's appeal.
Rosner's face says it all.
Can has been kicked down the road.
John Mazzarella's had a massive neck tackle. Huge neck tackle. Roy Gingell has teed him up like there's no tomorrow. Oh, that is a massive decision.
It's an awful shot from Gawad, and he's trying to get out of the way. He's trying ever so desperately, but will this be adjudicated purely on the fact it's just too poor a shot? And it is.
It is. Simon Rosner does it. What a performance there by Simon Rosner. He's been working so hard over the years on the PSA World Tour. Simon Rosner, the German #1, the German tree chopper, has chopped down the defending champion and #2 seed just under the hour as well. 3 games to 1.
Team career finals. Last season, he started his campaign with.
And out 2-1.
Rallies. Doesn't want to get caught into the slog outs, otherwise he's going to get in a world of discomfort. That's a great shot from Mohamed. Classic backhand.
6-5.
Technically perfect. Very deceptive. I'll definitely
Edge towards 11 from 6. I think that Elshorbagy be the one who's going to be more proactive there. Mohamed will
just.
That's a clear sign there. That's a clear sign.
Note that. That will be registered.
7-6.
Sorry. 9-6.
We talk about the tree chopper and those tree
Great
trunk
shot.
legs of Mohamed
10-6. Game ball.
carrying a lot of residue soreness from yesterday.
So another guess from Mohamed.
11-6.
Trotting away. Momen Elshorbagy struts off court.
Elshorbagy leads 1 game.
Yeah, that's this typical tricky situation, isn't it? It's almost like when you're playing an injured player and you've heard he's injured, or a player who's very tired. He's chosen to play that one.
No let.
Can't be a let. He's got a visible edge in the way he's moving around the court. But he'd be well aware if he can just up the quality of his ball striking and be a little bit more accurate. It's his bigger opponent.
Down.
And there's another unforced error. Stood dead still on that one. There's no movement.
9-6.
Energy levels are very low. So Elshorbagy's got 4 chances to close this one out.
Whoa, that was lightning.
Down 7-10.
Lightning strikes.
Game ball.
Well, have a look at this one, Joey. Have a look at this one.
Review.
Just watch the movement here from Elshorbagy as he hit this ball. This is an interesting one.
Johnny, I mean, it's a block.
Absolutely. He's deliberately trying to deny access.
Update 8.
No let.
Where's update 8 gone?
It's a tremendous fight, we know that. It's funny how when you're so heavy, you're so tired, Joey. You get 2-love down, and then that last game, it's like, well, suddenly you find something, you know, and look at that. That's a no-let. Well, it's just a winner.
Yeah. But I mean, you're talking about somebody that's a former world number 3 and not very long ago either.
A bit more power, and that's a good line from Elshorbagy. That's another error, and that is there's tension in the arm. It's amazing what the quarter-final spot does to you. What do you think, Joey? Mossad got any chance of winning this game?
Yeah, I think he
taking
does.
it into a fourth. I mean, he's leading, of course, so
he
does. A very good chance.
He's trying to be busy on the tee. He's looking sprightly, and it's Elshorbagy that's looking ragged, Johnny boy.
Extra hand power, getting that hammer out and just...
He's got adrenaline, as you said, the hammer as well is coming out.
Well, they would look at the size of the pocket, it would fit in there. Ooh. He looked for the stroke a little bit, but
he's got it. So Omar Mossad.
And out. 10-7. Game
Has
ball.
3 game balls.
Look at the movement there, Joey. We didn't see any of that in the first 2 games. He's warm. He's going again.
He's converting.
Beautiful hitting from Momen, and
5-1.
you can see he's flailing his arm up there. He's actually frustrated with himself. There it is, familiar shot from yesterday. Paul Cole got to know it well. Good length from Elshorbagy.
6-1.
Loose ball. Really just accept that. Pick that one up, but he's gone. Gone, Joey. 6 match balls.
Match ball.
Well, Mossad has had a tremendous run. The US Open as well. And there it is. Simone Elshorbagy books his place into the quarterfinals. Omar Mossad, nature's gentleman.
11-6, 11-8, 7-11, 11-4.
Ladies and gentlemen,
45 minutes. Momen Elshorbagy winning the last match of today's play against his compatriot Omar Mossad, 3-1.
Making some comparisons. Who's the greatest player? It is always a fiery chat, isn't it? You tend to find that perhaps people who are a little bit older fancy Jahangir, and those that are more 90s, 2000s era fancy Jancha. And
I don't agree with that. No.
It's another finish.
I don't agree with that. Big service this one, Johnny, on the huge forehand. Elshorbagy. 3 game balls still for Elshorbagy.
Oh, it wasn't the return, but the second shot of the rally from Elshorbagy.
What a time to do it.
Elshorbagy leads 1 game to love.
Control, but he's getting a chance like that. That's where he's so good. I mean, that is brilliant.
It is. He's taking
2-3.
a lot of physical toil, Mohamed Elshorbagy, but when he has the opportunity, he's keeping solid, and that's a sign of a lot of pressure sessions. Well, all the Farag fans out there will be feeling very nervous. Mohamed Elshorbagy still kept his error count to only 1 in this second game. Ooh. And then he's getting the bounces of the court as well.
8-4.
good fortune, but as my old coach used to say, he who dares wins and fortune favours the brave, Joey. At the start of the second game, I feel like the plan is actually right when he gets it right, but he's just not able to consistently hold that level.
Down.
Well, that's
11-4. Give Elshorbagy.
a soft ending, really, to the second game. The potential when it was 4-all with 10 minutes of play. Ali Farag. That's better from Ali Farag. That's the first real attack, Johnny. It's the first real attack from Farag that's had a bit extra on it, don't you think?
Absolutely. He was a bit carefree.
It's good width. This could be trouble.
What a rally.
Well, he's hustling Elshorbagy.
That's more like it, Joey.
Wow. It's acknowledged there. It's good to see from Elshorbagy. Just laying it in tighter.
He's definitely looking more dangerous around the middle suddenly. That's a stroke.
He's going to get the strokes. Ali Farag looks up to the heavens. He still has an opportunity in this first quarter final. Oh, wow, this is becoming a Nick Fair.
Shots are us at the moment in game 4. Look at
Dynamic squash here. Great shot.
Oh, he's on the back foot here, Farag. Oh, what about that, Joey?
That's outrageous. Elshorbagy puts his hands on his hips. That was unbelievable from Farag.
I mean, there's not much on his lob there because his legs are wobbling. And wobbling.
Oh, yeah, but he's still going. And he makes the error! He makes the error! He's smiling. Why is he smiling? Why is he smiling?
Because Mr. Fantastic always smiles.
He's done it.
What a shot!
Ali Farag's put the sneaky, shake hands, but it's not because it's finished. It's far from finished.
He made a couple of sloppy errors and it gave Elshorbagy just that wind he needed right at the start of the 5th here.
Yeah, there's a big push now from Elshorbagy.
Oh, he read it, but
big push.
Look at that.
So Elshorbagy's got to regain. He's got a bit
especially the winner is going to need some serious recovery. Oh, fantastic boast. And here we go.
Oh, he's made the error. Elshorbagy, it was loose. It was really loose. He's flexing his hand. I don't know if he's getting a bit of cramp there, Farag. He was flexing his fingers after that. Elshorbagy was out of position again. Wow.
Oh, he
slipped. Oh, he's hanging on. Oh, he's done it. Elshorbagy's done it. Elshorbagy's done it. Both players' hands on the hips. Tremendous match. Tremendous match played in a very, very, very good spirit. Elshorbagy hangs on, staves off Ali Farag, winning in 5, 3 games to 2.
Walking around the court, fast-paced walking, but never rushed. And he knows exactly where that straight line is along the wall. No unforced errors.
Very professional first game from the General. Oh, he's broken his string. He'll be furious with that. He'll be furious with it.
It's interesting watching there, Gaultier, Joey, that when he takes those volleys on, the Egyptian way is probably to take the ball in short a lot more, but he tends to hold it and push it back first till he's sure that he's got the territory he wants, and then he'll take it in. He's usually a bit more
maturity. It's good width, though. That was wide.
Yeah, There it is again, that cross-court kill. We've seen that many times already in this match.
It's funny.
That's good work from Elias. Tries it down the middle, as Gaultier has done to him. Oh, nice.
No let.
Wants to review.
No let.
It's been confirmed. Ball was tight, that's what did him in.
Leads 2 games to love.
And there's the Gaultier invisibility again. Working him back.
Yeah, okay. Is the Elias...
There you go, Elias. I think it was the butt of the racket. I hope it was, because, you know, that if it's not, and it's not the person he was before the injury timeout.
This is a highlights package here in itself, but very exhibition squash.
No back wall, basically.
Oh, goodness, Gaultier got it.
No, shake of the head.
Yep. No lunge there. Diego Elias needs to think about the tournament schedule that's coming up. You're dead right, Joey.
Well, Diego Elias, let's hope it's nothing too serious. Get his body sorted. 44 minutes, couldn't have it more perfect really, Gregory Gaultier. Nice run out, hard second game.
4-0 in short time. And that'll settle the nerves of Rosner, who's never been to a World Series semi-final.
No, it'd be his first, which at the age of 29 has been long in the wait. He's done a few quarterfinals.
He's been in many, many quarterfinals, I dare
Never
say.
The semi-final, Hausen.
It's a good call from Elshorbagy.
Yeah, it's good to see that from Elshorbagy. There's nothing from the referees.
8-6.
So 8-6, but it's one of the best rallies in the first game. So. Oh, huge first game for Rosner. So the German #1 looking determined, as he should be.
He sat on the cross court again, but it was an average volley. And Marwan Elshorbagy is one of the best people. May have thought about a review. It was tight, a lot of tight work on the backhand flank. That's they're both so strong. Now you can feel the intensity's gone up here. Elshorbagy recognised the call, and that's a great volley though. That's bread and butter for the tree chopper. Oh, it's a horrible end to game 2 for Simon Rosner. It was more of the same that we saw earlier.
And out 5-3.
Front. If he continues to do that, then I think Rosner will win. But this is a much better rally from him. And that's a nice bit of hold as well. There was a hold in that, Johnny. He used the angle, but Marwan was shut out behind him. He wasn't taking the ball in short when Marwan's in front.
Elshorbagy looks to be resetting already for the next game.
He is. So Simon Rosner does the head jut, the head nod, reassurance. This,
yeah.
Oh wow, Rosner's, he's starting to own the tee.
5-2.
He's like an albatross, Joey, across there when he gets going. And
he is a bald eagle.
Can't miss at the moment. That's a great... Oh, he got that as well.
He did.
Just all happening. It's all happening,
There's
Joey.
the pumping of the Fistenhausen.
10-2.
From Simon Rosner, 8 match balls to reach his first World Series semi-final. Moment in hand. Stato King. Oh, that's conceded. So Simon Rosner.
11-3.
It was a light hug to Marvin.
3 games to 1.
German #1 reaches his first ever World Series semi-final. Tree Chopper has shot down Marwan Elshorbagy in 4 games, 3 games to 1.
We've never been guilty of such things. Just ask our cricket team above all.
It's good line hitting. This is better from Matthew.
Yeah, that's what he needs to
do.
do.
That was controlled at its very best from the masterclass of Matthew.
4-5. Now 6-4.
Produces all these quirks on the forehand and the backhand volley. So if he's in doubt in any way, Matthew, he's going to use that front wall.
And Momen has done that now on three occasions. That's
7-4.
he's not going to stop doing it. It's one of his favourite shots. He plays a couple of drops and then very quickly he's turning and holding the...
So Tarek Momen takes it.
Game to Momen. Momen leads. 1 game
Spoon
to love.
out from the sidewall.
But also with the movement at the moment.
Much better for Matthew getting under that and lifting it.
Heavier and tighter into the sidewall.
Oh, that's lovely.
Well, that was short.
2-1.
So, good response. Matthew rolls his eyes to say, finally, got the groove.
Matthew's fired up here, Joey. That decision which he feels went against him. It's got him. That's a great volley. Look at this. Talk about the snarl. Look at that, Joey. Look at the look.
Yeah, well, this is what Matthew's done in these sticky situations in his
not
career.
happy. Went a bit far there. This will be interesting. Yeah.
So the stroke. So Matthew goes off. The Wolf is on the prowl.
11-9. Game to Matthew.
A few words said to Tarek Momen. He's also going to have a word at the referee and Alec Goff.
4-1 for Matthew in the second game. He motors on. There we go. There's the favourite shot. Been practicing those since he was about 2 years old, Joey. Millions and millions of those.
Because you know you can get a cheap point.
It's really unsettling Nick Matthew here.
9-7.
Moment finds himself with 3 game balls. Nick Matthew making another error. Tarek Momen is bouncing up and down.
11-7. Game to Momen.
Nowhere near, but it's very rare that Matthew had an off day.
No, he's also just not moving forward. He's not lunging.
8-3.
Assure you of that. He converts. Looks like he's wincing slightly there, Matthew.
Yeah, and that's what I'm wondering as well. Yeah.
Matthew definitely has an issue.
11-6.
Definitely has an issue.
Momen wins 3 games to 1.
It's like Wince from the Wolf. He doesn't show much when he's having a problem.
11-7.
Tarek Momen converting, so 44 minutes in the last quarter final. Momen overcoming Matthew in 4 games, 3 games to 1.
Yeah, I definitely feel there'll be a backup, but Gaultier, especially against Elias yesterday, he was really starting to find his range of his lines. He was playing at a ferocious tempo.
Ferocious tempo. Wow. I mean, that's a sign of things to come then. Well, the cheeky smile. I mean, this was outrageous. It looked like it was going to be a look at that.
That is a scandal, Joey, as you...
Whoa! I thought that was a beauty, Johnny. That is slammed in. Now it's Elshorbagy's turn to shout out the beast of Alexandria.
The sweat flying again. It's unbelievable, Joey. Goes for it.
Elshorbagy's ripped out the cross-court nick.
So momentum has shifted once again. Gaultier at 6-4. Oh, fantastic reach. Got it though.
Wow. Oh my lord. Oh! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Johnny boy! Greg trying to get half the Egyptian population of Doha to cheer for him. Oh, he's guessed it! There goes the lob. Oh. Oh, that's brilliant. Wow. That's a great shot from Elshorbagy.
Tapping his racket, giving himself a clap of approval, and I think that's fair enough.
8-all.
Oh, he's made the error. The crowd go bonkers. Elshorbagy shouts out. Gaultier had a good position. He's hit the top of the tin.
15 minutes. This intensity that he's had, and now we see there the first sign of Greg Gaultier just going off the boil here completely. It was a good boast. Didn't follow it up though. Oh, it was unbelievable boast. It's off the wall. He's played a trickle boast off a tight drop.
Well, he's not even moved for that.
11-1. Match to Elshorbagy. 3 games to love. 14-12.
I'd say that's a grin from Gregory Gaultier. Mohamed Elshorbagy overcoming the #1 seed, Gregory Gaultier. 55 minutes, 3 games to love.
So tell us, what was the difference between those first 2 games in the third? Because in the third, you just ran away with it.
I mean, of course, I had a tough match yesterday, but you know, I had a tough season last season, and in order, if I want to come back to be where I want to be, where I want to come back to my world #1 position again, you have to accept a lot of challenges. You have to accept playing through tough draws. You have to accept playing tough matches and backing them up. You have to accept playing through sickness, playing through injuries. You have to accept playing through different kind of challenges. And if I came here today and I felt tired, that means that I didn't have enough training in the summer. You know, I trained really hard this summer, this off season, and I expected myself to be fresh today. I expected myself to be able to back it up, because that's what you expect from any of the world-class athletes. And I came back today really focused. I wanted to try and win as good as I can, and I'm really, really glad that I was able to pull it away the way I did today.
First semi-final for the German, such an occasion. You know, he's beaten Tarek Momen twice in the head-to-head, so he can beat Momen, and he's got to be a bit edgy.
He is, and that was a massive taxi. He was on his way to the back front corner. Simon Rosner, and there's that flick that was so effective against Nick Matthew. So Simon Resner is not used to this, being on the back end of it in the first game. That's tight, very tight work.
Is very tight.
No daylight there
6-8.
at all. He'll be looking to pounce on anything. That's tight though.
Oh, there's the yes. The celebration from Tarek Momen. The ball hits the tin.
Momen leads 1 game to love.
Very clever from Momen here. He's got Resner working again. Oh, he's in trouble. Very
He's twisting and turning in. The big frame of Resner being slightly exposed by Momen. I thought the ball was actually fine from 4 errors coming from Resner. Making the court very big. It's diagonal movements, but it's corner to corner. Accuracy. Weight of stroke to the back of the court. Wow.
Oh, look at the speed. That's what you got to do.
Well, it's acknowledged by Momen. It was all of the wingspan of the German. Needed to put that away. 5 game balls for the Egyptian number 8 seed, Tarek Momen.
Slip there, Joe. It doesn't matter. That's how quick it is. That is unbelievable foot speed. It's been going the other way.
Oh, that's a shot and a half.
Accurate and deep. Tight work.
Oh, he's done well, Resner.
Helter Skelter squash. Have a listen to Tarek. Almost done a standing hamstring stretch, as he says, Yalla here.
He's done it, Tarek Momen has done it.
11-7, Marche to Momen, 3 games to love.
Terrific performance for Tarek Momen. Simon Resner didn't bring his A game. Terrific starts, 3 games to love victory over the big German, Simon Resner.
Tarek, this is why you play every day, week in and week out, for opportunities like this. My friend, welcome to your first World Series final.
It's so weird. I was on court. I didn't think I would get this emotional. I mean, I've been waiting for this moment for so long, but I'm not done here, so I don't know why I'm crying. It's still not over. I'm really happy. I can't believe I'm in my first final, my first World Series final. It's amazing. I've been doubting myself a lot the past few years, but I always thought I should never be written off. I thought I always had the qualities to be here. Here and there, you know, when you lose faith, I was lucky enough to have the right people around me who would push me. So I just can't believe it. Now it's happening, and at the beginning of the season, which means that I feel like I have good chances now to carry this forward throughout the whole season, which is amazing.
Elshorbagy's focus has been looking incredibly intense after the match that he won yesterday. He's been raising his fist and raising the finger, wanting to show that he really wants that #1 spot back.
Yeah, I think that's been noted by Gregory Gaultier et al., who is the current world #1. But that's more like it from the Viper.
And out 4-all.
So yesterday against Gaultier in the semi-finals, the first 2 games, tempo was slightly a bit higher than this.
It's better hitting from Momen. Wrong shot selection.
Oh, now he's on the run. Especially if he's parked behind Elshorbagy. If you show your weapons too much, they're not a weapon anymore.
Oh, it's another error. I mean, the moral of the tale here, the advice that Tarek Momen would get from his advisory service is pretty obvious. Stop hitting the tin.
These 2 guys go for coffee often in Egypt together, Joe?
Elshorbagy's primarily in Bristol.
Then definitely not. Oh, wow! How about that?
That is a strike from the Viper.
And out 5-4.
Wow! I think Tarek Momen's coach, almost Shabana, then he fell off his couch there because talk about the margins. It couldn't get any finer, but he's won the rally. It's at its most rampant now. That ball is bouncing.
There it is.
Elshorbagy's made the error. The crowd go bonkers.
There's that funny bounce.
It's making Momen play an extra shot.
Oh, what a response.
And he's won the rally. Now, psychologically, look at that.
Johnny Wiesmuller's walked in the house. Tarzan.
Tarzan, the Egyptian Tarzan. I mean, he did some work in this rally time and time. He got the opportunity and he finished it superbly, and that is fantastic from Mohamed Elshorbagy. The crowd. Elshorbagy closes it out. So Mohamed Elshorbagy using all his experience. Elshorbagy was head ducking there. He'd lost his balance.
He was heading for the drop. It was probably a winner if it goes up. I think it was. Sending Elshorbagy to all parts of the court.
Oh, wow.
Like that, but he'll get it anyway. And that one. And that one. Sorry, Joe, I can't stop laughing. Retrieval is incredible.
It's beyond incredible. Look at that finish.
What about that?
This is unbelievable. It's still, the ball was on the front wall.
Oh,
Joey! Absolute wicked rally. Elshorbagy was getting the ball back time after time. He's in a world of pain. I mean, this is hanging on a knife edge. That's the first guess for Elshorbagy. But will Tarek Momen keep it together? Will he keep it together?
This is clever from Elshorbagy, very clever.
Oh, he's done it. Elshorbagy's done it. Elshorbagy finishes outright. Tarek Momen leaving it a little bit too late in the day, but Mohamed Elshorbagy has won
the Qatar Classic for the third time in his career in 64 minutes, overcoming Tarek Momen in 4 games, 3 games to 1.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your Qatar Classic 2017 champion, Mohamed Elshorbagy.